All right, looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. If you're new to the show, my name is Russ.
And I'm Kerry.
And we are the Roads We Roam.
And I just realized right before it came in that I had not put the volume down. So
Uh-oh.
I
gotta watch out. We're going to have feedback here.
The downside to running off the phone right next to that.
Yeah. So last night we had a first. We stayed at a Cracker Barrel for the first time.
It was fun. I don't know why we waited so long.
It was good food. As I said in my Instagram post, the old Magic 8 Ball says that fried chicken dinner was likely for my future.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
That was stuck in my head.
So it was nice. It was nice and quiet. They had grass in the back where we were. There was only 2 other rigs, so there was a whole bunch of room.
So this was in Staunton, Virginia, and the only downside to that location is that it is very close to a train track.
Yeah, it's a ghost train.
Yeah, you can't see it.
I have no idea where that train is going to.
I don't even know where the tracks are.
Or where it's coming from, but it sounds like it's in the driveway with you.
It does. I think there's a little hill and a culvert that hides it, but it feels like it's going to come right through the parking lot there. But it only came through once, and so it really didn't bother us that much. A ghost train, I like that.
Yeah. So, hey, before I go any further, this is just for me and you. Kim just popped in the room, and there's an opportunity that we didn't talk about when we were talking about Jessica. Your sister, Kim.
Oh, yeah. Kim, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we'll give you a call later, Kim. We got an idea for you.
Okay.
So let's catch up here.
I want to greet everybody else that has joined us this Sunday, Labor Day morning.
So you got to chat so we know you're in the room if you're in the room.
It's just a hey guys, so then that way we know you're here.
Period, exclamation point, whatever.
Rosebuds Travels, they were here bright and early. Lewis and Katie.
Hey, Lewis and Katie, thanks for joining us.
They are getting ready to go on their European vacation.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to hide in their luggage.
So I bet they're home right now.
Yes, they're home right now.
Okay, good. Getting ready to go to the EU. A little envious of you guys, I got to say. I hope you have a good time.
Donna Delahanty.
Hey,
Things
Donna.
are starting to cool off in Scottsdale, Arizona.
So it's only about 110?
He saw me right that.
Dang, I tried to show that we were a team, a machine. Yes.
Yeah, we're not. We very rarely think the same, but I think that works out well because then together all our thoughts.
I end up losing her in the trailer sometimes. I don't even know if she's in the RV.
It's true. It really happened. Well, what was bad was in the little guy Max.
Yeah.
Where are you? If I was sitting over in the corner just reading a book, where are you? I'm like, where am I going to go? Really?
Yeah, it's hard to get lost in there. All right.
We also have, I saw Barefoot Adventures and Arnold and Josie.
Hey, Barefoot Adventures.
And the
Arnold
Fur
and Josie.
Babies. Say hi to the Fur Babies.
Hey, guys. Hi, Fur Babies.
Okay, you get in trouble if you don't say hi.
I know. I see Katie D just popped in, too.
Katie D. We've got Susan Elwell with Dave.
Susan and David. Hey, guys. Your YouTube stuff's coming right along. Keep going, guys.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Is that where they are?
Yes.
Awesome,
So they don't know if the internet will stay connected.
Okay. Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters.
Sketchy internet in Saskatchewan. I can't. Never
say that 3 times fast. Can't even say it once normal.
That's not going to happen.
Sketchy internet in Saskatchewan. Yeah, I can't do it either.
Auntie Debbie Jean. Greetings
Auntie Debbie
from
Jean.
Montana.
Or Auntie. She'll go by both.
I like Auntie, but I'm trying to train myself to what she's used to.
Okay.
91 degrees forecasted today, so hitting in the river is also forecasted for this afternoon.
Yeah.
Tell you what, did you see the reports that you should be able to see some of the northern lights?
Yes.
In Montana right now.
Yes.
There's a brief chance that you might. We're so close to. What is it? The city pollution, the light pollution.
Yeah, we can't see it.
We probably won't, but where you are, you might get to see it. So
but
I'm really sad that we're not out there.
I saw somebody about saying swimming. We passed through Pigeon River just outside of Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and I got to tell you, Gatlinburg, Tennessee is beautiful. The Smoky Mountains out here are gorgeous. But there was a guy fishing out there. I saw the crystal clear water from the bridge, looking down into Pigeon River. I could see everything. I could see a fish if there was a fish swimming by. I just said, man, I want to go swimming. So, like, even a pool now would be meh. I want to get in that water.
The nice, clean, clear river.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, it was very
I know we still got to catch up.
Well, I saw that Karen I go.
Karen.
Breckman.
Yes.
Ask where we are. We are in Staunton, Virginia.
Yes, we are. We are getting ready to go to Hershey, Pennsylvania for the big show here. But we're going to bebop around a little bit. It is ridiculous trying to find camping here under $50. You can't do it right now.
And we were looking for just a place to stay one night at a time.
Yes.
Everything here is like 3-night minimum. I don't want to stay 3 nights. Sometimes I just want to stay a night. So.
Well, we're going to be at Hershey how many days? The whole show.
The whole week.
The whole week. It's $55 a night just to...
Boondock.
To Boondock. Kim, I just saw Kim says Logan says hello. Logan
Hi,
is
Logan.
our nephew. Hey, Logan. I saw a really super cool Bigfoot hat that I know you dig, so maybe I'll swing in and pick that up. Well, now that you mentioned it. Yeah, now I've got to get it. So I will get you that Bigfoot hat, big guy.
Stacy's here.
Hey, Stacy. We had an awesome time with Stacy. Speaking of Stacy, in Gatlinburg, and we did the old smoky flight there, whiskey tasting. So if you haven't seen it yet, check out Saturday's video.
And when you check out that video, check out the beautiful, wonderful comment that Stacy left just below.
It's pinned
in the comments. We pinned it, and it just gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much, Stacy. That was just, I'm speechless with it. But the part that really got to me was how you talked about last year you had never been an RV owner, and now this whole world is opened up to you, and sometimes you watch those videos and say, I wish I could do that. And we are so glad that you got to come and do one of our adventures with us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Open invitation to all of you. So if we're coming through, we would love to do stuff like that with you guys. And then she said she just figured out what Labor Day was about. It's an extra day to recover from weeding your garden.
Yeah.
If you live full-time in an RV, you don't have to worry about weeding a garden anymore.
No, you don't.
Just putting that out there. Rod Schultz, great holiday weekend in Pennsylvania. Just watched our moonshine visit.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
Little jealous, Rod? Don't worry, we got some moonshine with us. Maybe we'll save a little bit left over from Hershey.
Yeah.
No promises, though.
I don't know if there'll be any left over, but I got to tell you, one of the ones that I really enjoy is that pickle. They've got pickles soaking in moonshine. So I am going to not open that until we get to Hershey. So whoever comes to our meetup can get a little taste of those pickles that we got from Old Smoky.
Well, Chris really liked it. Oh, Stacy's husband.
Yeah. Well, if I opened them right now, they wouldn't make it to Hershey. So I'm just going to leave them unopened.
Not letting him open it.
Just need to see everybody's IDs before.
3 for the Road RV is
Hey guys,
here.
Thanks for joining us.
Special shout out to Summer. I wanted to say that. Lewis outside is here.
Lewis, hey brother, how you doing, man?
And we've got Hot Messy Missy Art and RVing.
Hey, how you doing?
And she says hi to everyone as well.
Yep.
And Barefoot's saying greetings to everyone. Donna's saying hit that like button.
Yep, please do so. It helps everybody see us later on. That would be fantastic if everybody in here would hit that like button.
So Rosebud said that when they were in Montana one time, they did get to see the Northern Lights from there.
Oh, yeah?
We didn't get to while we were there.
No, but yeah. I would love to see that. I definitely would love to see that.
Okay, so somebody took you up on your just leave a little emoji or something. Kathy W, hello. We're shouting Kathy. Out to you. Hello. We've got Carlos and Renee. Whoop, whoop. Made it finally.
Awesome.
How are you guys doing? Maybe you've given us an update, but they live in Florida, everyone. So with the hurricane coming through there, I know they were...
So Carlos and Renee's name is Living the RV Local Life.
And Donna said, I cannot wait to meet up with you guys. And she'll babysit.
Awesome. Well,
then we can't hang out if you're busy babysitting. So we'll figure something out that we can do.
Yeah, we're going to hang out. Donna seems like a hoot there, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Adria Chang.
Adria, how you doing? Talking about... I think we're going to get to see Adria at Tampa. So
hopefully.
That'd be another great person to hook up with.
She said thanks for the sneak peek at the remodel on the last vlog.
Yes. So we are going to...
Next Saturday's
video will not be a lifestyle following us around. It will be
a different version I saw. It's how
a tour
we live
video,
now.
a reveal.
Interior detailed reveal.
So that full video is coming out next Saturday.
Because I've had some people ask me about what type of wallpaper this is already. You guys are like keen-eyed, pick up on things that I didn't think you'd even pick up on. So getting all that together for you. Hot Messy Missy, I feel ya. She said, I miss growing my veggies. You can ask Stacy. I still couldn't part with my garden plan. I had a printed plan with my layout and the rotation order and which ones I had growing which. Yeah. Just in case I ever have one, I've got all that information available.
I do miss the garden myself. You know, Donna Delahunty just sent a super chat over. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank
Very
you,
much
Donna.
appreciated.
You're a sweetheart.
Yes. All that goes to bettering the channel. So thank you so much, Donna.
And we'll make sure to put Donna's information in the video notes below after the show.
Yep, that's what we do with all of our super chats here. We've got a couple in there already from yesterday.
From Friday. Thank you, Stacy and Blue Wave Odyssey.
Exactly. Make sure to check out. I don't think Stacy has a channel, but she's a super sweetheart. And check Bob Blue Wave Odyssey out. And Donna she's got a 320.
So here's the thing. If you go to Donna's, just hit subscribe, so that way when she does get her stuff all up and running,
she's ahead of the game. Yep.
So we have hit that thumbs up from RV Logo, Robert Stitch.
Thank you. Hey, Robert.
He said, it would be work camping if you have to weed a garden while living full-time in an RV. I
agree.
You know one thing I want to do? I want to do a work camping thing one time where I can ride horses. I don't know what will be involved. I know probably cleaning the stalls would be involved, but as long as I could ride one every now and then, I'm down with that. So anybody knowing about those jobs, let me know.
Yeah, we'd never get you to come home.
That's true. Hot Messy Missy asks, what kind of show are you going to in Pennsylvania?
So we're going to the Hershey Super Show. I think it is
the biggest RV show
in America. Yes, in Hershey. One of the great things is that they've got some awesome seminars that we're going to attend. We're going to talk more about that coming up on the first day of the show, but it's just going to be an amazing show. We're super excited to get there.
And Jurgen's Journeys. I loved your song.
Yes.
I feel great. That song is stuck in my head now. I'm going to be singing it all day. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. So Carlos Renee said that they're doing okay so far. You know, they're still in the area.
Yeah.
Batten down the hatches.
Yep.
And hopefully won't do all that great renovation you did on your property with the patio and everything, too.
I just saw Alan Bean popped in. Thanks for joining us, Alan.
Oh, my goodness. Where's your buddy, Weller?
My Weller friend, yes. We had a good time at the meetup.
Tell Kelly we said hello. Lucy's here from Wolnelli RV Adventures.
Hey, Lucy.
And Adria said, yes, she is up for a Tampa meetup.
Awesome,
so when we get closer to that time frame, we'll look and see what the options are.
Yeah, we'll start putting out the schedule for that. We're going to start pushing the schedule for the Hershey meetup. Hershey meetup will be Friday night at 6:30.
Yep.
Right? Friday night, 6:30 at the Giant Center. Which is the boondocking area.
In the boondocking section, we'll know more about the exact address, and we'll get our GPS coordinates once we get there and we know where they have us.
But just put that on your calendar, save the date for that, and then again, like I said, once we get to Tampa, we'll put that out.
It's the first time we've gone there, so not entirely sure what the setup is like and how things, so if we did have to move it last minute or something.
We're familiar with the Tampa show. Last year, we should have boondocked at the Tampa show, but we didn't know what it looked like, and when we went they were like, oh, this would have been the way to go. So we will be boondocking at Tampa this year.
What's hilarious is I was concerned that we would get blocked in, like they'd pack us in so tightly that if we wanted to leave the show after day one or two,
they leave a lot of space,
and we were so little then.
I
mean,
you're right.
We could get in and out of anything with that compared to what we do with this now. So Robert Stitch said, Florida lodging and attractions are often cheaper during hurricane season, but you probably will have a major interruption of your plans.
Yeah, I could see that. My mom lives in Florida, and she can't get gas when these emergencies happen like that. She can't get gas at the gas station near her because the local sheriff's department there, which is Citrus County, takes over that gas station, and it's only for emergency use.
So Mr. Happy is here, and he asks, "Are you Mexican?" And no, I'm not. So Donna Delahunty said, "Blessings." Justin and Christina's RV Van Life. Hey guys.
Hey.
Well, hey guys. Give Angel a little rub behind the
Yes,
ears. Billy and Abby said
for
hello.
Sure.
And they had a friend that checked us out, and the name is escaping me right now.
Yes, they came over. Yeah.
But they are building. They like totally tore apart like a camper van.
Yep.
And they're rebuilding the whole outside. I'll find that and
That's
put their
right.
link below after, because it's kind of cool watching something get completely destroyed.
And
I mean, every wall, roof, everything.
They asked about our generator that we used.
That's right.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Justin and
Which,
Christina.
in case, is the Energizer 32 EZV 3200P. I think we would have got the RV later.
And the only difference between the two is the P, you have to use a little adapter for your RV plug-in, where the RV unit just already has that big prong for you to do that.
Well, it has a 30 amp hookup directly to it.
That's called the big prong in my language. That's the official technical language.
Oh, it's called the big prong. Okay.
Yes. It's under those RV lingo sheets. We got to update that later.
There you
we
go.
haven't done
There
that
you
since
go.
like week 2 when
I
we were
know.
on the road. Back when you didn't even know what a blue boy was.
I know, right? I'm learning all the lingo now, man.
Alan, by the way, I just saw your name, and we missed our live studio audience.
Yeah, huh? That was
know?
fun having Alan around.
Actually, having the live studio audience and just seeing the looks, like if we said something funny, just that extra glance. you
Yeah.
know?
It's like, what'd I do? What'd I say?
So we've got, I'm sorry guys, I'm just running through here. Hot Messy, wow, how excited. Would love to see that show. I went to one last year while searching for a new home on wheels. I think it was in upstate New York. There's so many RV shows.
Yeah.
The Tampa and the Hershey ones, we've heard, we haven't been to all of them, but we've heard that those are the biggest ones.
Those are kind of the biggies. But we've been to some really good local shows in El Paso as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, if you're just looking at, want to walk around units, want to talk to like-minded people, I think they're good things to go to.
Well, the other thing that I've noticed, when you go to some dealerships, they only carry certain brands.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to these shows, sometimes you get in brands that your other local dealers won't always have. So that's another reason why to still check them out. And it's fun. They're closer. You don't have to walk as far. Because when we went to the Camping World in Las Cruces,
Oh, yeah, man.
whew, we had to take a breather. I was getting jealous of
I was
people
wagging
with the
that
golf
guy
cart.
down. Come on, Kay, we'll take the golf cart.
Adria said, following the Mexican question, do you speak Spanish?
I don't speak Spanish. Do you? No.
No, I can read a little bit of French. That's all I got from French
I
class.
speak law enforcement Spanish. I've been in law enforcement for a long time. Siéntese, venga aquí,
Russ can speak Pidgin really well because he grew up in Hawaii.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Russ's family is half Hawaiian, half French.
Yep.
So, Hot Messy Missy said, not sure if you're interested, but there's a huge and amazing buffet. Oh, she said the magic word. Buffet.
I'm interested. I'm in.
In East Earl, Pennsylvania, half hour from Hershey. Farm-to-table food run by local Mennonites. Shady Maple Farms. Mind-blowing.
Wow.
If it's anything, remember how we got the roll butter at the Red Barn in Rowley?
Yep.
If they make some of the same stuff like that, that would be...
Yeah, that
Right.
would be great.
I
We'll have
have
to
to
check
check.
that out. I'm interested.
Okay, so it's a half hour from Hershey, and we are going to be kind of...
So there must be something going on here at the Walmart because there are emergency vehicles coming into Walmart.
They heard about the live show, and they wanted to make a grand
Yeah,
entrance.
yeah.
Yeah, so right now, because we're traveling en route, we pulled over. We are at another Walmart parking lot with
Yep.
the Lowe's right behind us.
Yep.
So our cell coverage is good. So way back when we had said go with what you know,
Yep.
we knew we had good cell phone coverage here. So that's why we pulled in.
Susan says they're coming to take us away. Yeah, we had thought about, we'll just pull over at a rest stop on the way through. It's fire department, and they're going right up there. So I know there's no law enforcement call. It's more of a medical emergency, probably, or somebody pulled a fire alarm. Anyways, Rod's telling me to run. But we were going to pull over at a, what's it called? Rest stop. But then we decided, you know, we're just not sure what the Wi-Fi or what the cellular connection will be at a rest stop. So like Kerry said, go with what you know. When you're trying to do stuff in the RV life, especially with YouTube, go with what you know. And we know that most cities have good cellular connection.
Mm-hmm. Mom's here. Hey, Mom, which means...
Hey, Mom. Hey, Tutu.
Grandmother, Tutu.
My grandmother, Tutu, is watching. Grandma means Tutu means grandma in Hawaiian.
Susan and Dave said, we walked our feet off at Hershey last year.
Yeah, I imagine we're going to do the same. We walked our feet off at Tampa, and Hershey's even bigger. So I'm looking forward. I'm going to have my iPhone with me, and I'm going to count my steps.
The little...
Oh, yeah, Segways things.
Or Heelys. Like, I've never figured... Have you ever seen kids with those Heelys with
yeah.
the little roller...
Yeah, remember our son had them all the time.
I could not figure those out. I'd stand there and put my heel and it wouldn't move.
I think we'd be going to an emergency room if you had those.
Totally would. Yeah. Van Life with Pet and Pat. Hello, hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Happy Sunday and Labor Day weekend. They said, well, they know Justin and Christina, too, because they said hello to them.
Yeah, I see Justin and Christina just said something about a lot of friends in the live chat today. I know, it's fantastic.
Jurgen, I'm right there with you. He said Justin and Christina's RV, that they make him tired because they work out and they remodel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a...
You know, I'm gonna start watching that channel quite a bit because she does have some really good workout things there. And, you know, I need to start working out. But one of the reasons why I haven't...
my redesign gave you a nice big
yeah, I can do yoga
space.
in here.
But I got a yoga mat.
But, no, I'm looking forward to following what you're doing. Maybe if you could get some stuff that are really, like, full-body type men's workout things, that would be fantastic. And you'll have me as a viewer for those.
So Robert said, I find that Spanish is more commonly spoken in South Texas than just about any other part of the USA. So more than 85% of El Paso speaks Spanish. Yeah, El Paso is one of those cities where if you're not bilingual, you're in the minority there. And, you know, I just thought it was amazing that so many people were bilingual when we were in El Paso. I felt horrible for not knowing Spanish. I tried to pick some up. I took the wrong one in high school. Yeah, you were a French person, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, with a name like Lafleur, I figured that's what I had to do. Diary of a Family. Hey, you two. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us. They just joined with the sirens and excitement. No, we knew you joined, and we had them, so you had the big grand entrance. That's our new sound... technical sound stuff when we get a celebrity in here, we just hit that. So we also hit it for when Travels and Delaney popped in here as well. Oh, did they show up? Yeah, they're here. I'm catching up. I'm catching up, guys. I promise. Arnold and Josie said, you mentioned Hershey, Pennsylvania, which flashed images of Hershey candy, which now translates to s'mores. Yes. So, I'm hungry now. I'm right there with you. We'll have to get somewhere, break out the kit and have a fire and have some s'mores. But we are going to the Hershey plant as well there. We're going to check that out. Travels with Delaney, thank you so much. What did they Patty do? And Patricia, and Patrick. They just gave us a super chat for $9. Oh, $10 basically. Thank you so much for that super chat. Much appreciated, guys. You know you don't have to, but thank you. And for those of you who don't know them, which I don't know anybody here who doesn't already, we'll put a link to their channel in the video description below just after the show. Yep. And we'll also give them a special shout out on next Saturday's video. So make sure you check out those channels that we put in the video description. Some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. We've had the luck to hang out with them a couple of times, and not only are they nice people, but if you're a small YouTube channel, they're willing to help you out. Mm-hmm. Patrick is a professor, and he teaches a lot of social media and marketing puts stuff. Up with Patrick. Yeah. Great channel, though. Kerry and I learned a lot from them, so check that channel out. By the way, Patty is the most fun person to be around. So if you ever get the chance to hang around with them, make sure you had us rolling. Take up there, and you get to play with the puppies. Yes, Truman and Bess. Bess just turned a year old. Oh, I missed her birthday. Yeah, yeah. So Hot Missy said yes. Go to the Earl place. I gotta scroll back and look at the name. So the yeah, they also have a market by the same name, free on your birthday.
Wow.
Your birthday's coming up.
It is, yeah.
One price, everything included, and the desserts.
We'll have to check out that buffet for sure.
Oh, Travels with Delaney said, I'm making a pie and want to do a Kerry pie. Do I put my elbow in it before or after I bake it?
After.
No, you put it in before. So that was put in, and then I had to put it in the oven to bake it.
Oh, but it was already done.
And it has to be the left elbow, not the right. It makes a difference.
Yeah, if you're wondering what that's all about, we had a video. Travels with Delaney came up with us. A big hailstorm happened there in the Teton, so we all ran inside a Boone. But we said, hey, this is great content. So Kerry had a pie sitting on the counter, and she got her camera out. She started doing it, and I look over, and her elbow's right in the middle of the pie.
And thank you, Patrick. He was able to capture that moment, so
Yes.
I'll never forget it.
Yes.
Bad thing of hanging out with other
YouTubers. Yeah, they've always, somebody's got a camera going.
I had to apologize to Stacy and Chris when we were walking around Gatlinburg. I said, Russ and I may intermittently just fall back and not say anything, and you'll look for us, and we'll be filming.
There's a cell phone or a GoPro up in the air somewhere. Yeah.
And there was one moment where I was catching these really cool cars going down the main drag, and Russ and Chris were ahead of us. And Stacy said, oh, look at, I went and looked over at Russ, and he had this big grin on his face, like he was so proud of you for thinking of capturing those things. I said, I've been trained. I've been trained.
Yeah, sometimes I forget I'm having so much fun. You know, Chris and I were yik-yakking and stuff, and I forgot to pull the camera out, and I looked over at you, and you were doing it, so I was like, well, somebody's doing it,
That's
so
right,
we're
between
good.
the two of us. So Carlos and Renee, living the RV local life, said, will you be close to Orlando at all? I might not be able to make it to Tampa. Yes, we are going to be in the Orlando area from late November through mid-January. And we're going to be going all around Florida.
So to also, Carlos and Renee, we would like to do a collab with you on something.
We're already doing
cooking. We'll be reaching out, and we'll be talking to you personally about this new segment series that we're starting.
Yes. And we've got APP, we're catching up. Stacy said working out with resistant bands might be good in a smaller space.
Yeah.
Not that I would know.
I've seen some of the things Christina does. She'll do that, and she'll use the door as a to hold the bands and stuff. So yeah.
Would our door work?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. It just seems really skinny.
Yeah,
it might not work for me.
Maybe not the screen door, but the main door.
Lewis said, hey, Russ.
Which Lewis is this? Lewis outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll teach you some keywords in Spanish when we meet in Florida. Just be careful when using them. Just kidding.
I think I know a lot of those keywords.
Don't you be a bad influence now, Lewis.
Yeah, I know a lot of the keywords. It's just the thing to string them together.
Oh, no, I forgot that you and Alan came up with something when we were at the meetup in Lebanon.
I don't remember that.
He said, don't forget, when you guys come back through, Alan is going to host the show, and he's going to interview the two of us.
Oh, that's right. That'll be a lot of fun.
I don't know if I should make him submit the questions in advance.
Yeah, we may have to
This is Alan.
We may have to have a delay on there. But we had a lot of fun interviewing Travels with Delaney on their 2-year anniversary.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Got to learn a lot about them.
Yep.
There was a name that Stacy told me to bring up. What was it? Bearbell?
I don't know.
Yeah, Patrick, does Bearbell ring ring a bell? That's what it was. And don't let Patrick touch the trim in your RV. That's just a warning out there.
Exactly.
Arnold and Josie said that they saw that video with the elbow, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Jurgen said, keep those cameras rolling. We love it. We try.
Yep.
It's hard when you're nonstop on the road. You think that you're trained, but sometimes you're so into a moment and you're like, oh, I need to do that. So we try to get the cameras as much as possible.
Yeah, it's more difficult than one would think. Like when we went out on Old Smoky, on that Old Smoky video this last Saturday that we published, we had Kerry's cell phone, my cell phone, all filming in HD 60, which is 60 frames per second. I had the GoPro. I had an extra battery for the GoPro, and if I had more room and didn't look awkward, I probably would have brought the other GoPro with me. But, you know, sometimes things just batteries go out. And so I try to have as many batteries, as many SD cards with us, but that's the challenge of trying to get everything, you know.
That and a storage space.
Yeah.
So if you are planning or you do have a channel, one of the things that we've found is challenging is you get all this footage and you don't necessarily delete it, even if you didn't use it for that current
Probably
week's
shouldn't
video.
delete it, yeah.
So we get the terabyte hard drives.
Yeah,
We'll download
2 terabyte hard
things
drives, yep.
to those so you can store them, because you'd be surprised every now and then you think of something that you did before and you're like, oh, that would be great to pull into another video.
Yeah.
So you catch a lot of stuff. You may not have a use for it right away, but don't get rid of it. Just find a way to store it.
And I know we're going way off subject, and I don't even know if anybody's interested, but I used to categorize things by date. You know, this is the date that we did it, but sometimes you don't remember the date, and it's really difficult to find. There's a lot of stuff that happens in the month of March, and you're thinking, okay, this happened sometime in March. I know that, but you don't remember if it was March 1st or March 30th. So now you've got 30 days of content that you're searching through. So I would just, if you're going to do the month, if you're going to do, you know, by date, also have in keywords. Like for this one, it would have been August 2019 Gatlinburg. And then I knew that, hey, that happened in Gatlinburg. So just a little hint there.
To help find stuff quicker.
Yeah, because we search a lot.
Carlos and Renee asked, are you guys staying at Thousand Trails?
No.
I don't know if it's now or when we go to Florida. We're not a member yet, and we haven't stayed at any Thousand Trails places yet. I don't know if we ever will. I've heard a lot of
we
nice
might.
things
I
about
hear
it.
good things about it, but I'll tell you, when we're in Florida, we're going to stay at a couple of state parks that we like. One, we're going to Coleman Landing. That's a given, because that's like my favorite park in Florida.
That we've been to.
That we've been to. And then we also want to do the equestrian use areas.
Which are boondocking.
Yeah, they're free. So we want to do that as well.
So, yeah, we will be doing that, and I just got distracted. Sorry, Arnold
I know.
and Josie.
I can tell.
My brain is like trying to remember what I read, but also working with there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
my
you're
coffee
doing.
is over there. So
You're doing 4 things at once. So I'm teasing you a little bit, but
yeah,
I couldn't.
See his elbow
I couldn't do that if I were you. So
okay. So Arnold and Josie asked, have we posted a walkthrough video about the renovation next Saturday?
Yep.
Instead of our normal what we did this week, which would be a compendium of Walmart and Cracker Barrel locations. We're going to do our tour then. So tune in next Saturday, and we will do the reno update. Carlos said, got a question. Can I ask how you got your watch hours? We're a couple hundred away from 1,000. Just curious.
So the best way to get watch hours, to be honest with you, is live streams. If you do live streams, you're going to get your watch hours. However, if you do not schedule your live stream, then your watch hours don't count. So if you just say, hey, right now I'm going to kick off a live stream, it doesn't count. Your watch hours don't count. However, if you pre-schedule those, your watch hours will count. And you don't have to pre-schedule them by much, 15, 20 minutes. You just got to get them in the queue and start that. But that's how you'll get your watch hours up there.
Secret tip for the day.
Yep.
See, that's why you tune in to the live stream with Russ and Kerry.
That's why we were doing 2 live streams a week when we first started it, was to bump those watch hours. And we were never intending to keep 2. We were just seeing which one's better. And then we'd do Friday was really good, and then Sunday would be better. So, okay, we're going to do Friday. And then Friday would be better than Sunday. And then they just go back and forth. So we said, you know what? Let's just keep them both. And then we also started noticing that you'd have some people show up on Sundays, but not Fridays.
And it's just because their availability.
Exactly.
So we're just trying to be available for people, and we love talking to you all.
Yeah, now it's not about watch hours. Our watch hours are well
It's because we get tired of talking to each other during the week. So you're our salvation, is what it is. Stacy said Bear Bell and Shoe Shine.
Bear Bell. Oh, okay.
For Patty and Patrick.
Gotcha.
And then
RV Nomads 365, thank you so much for that super chat.
You inspired us to hit hard on YouTube this week. Thanks for that live chat.
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, well, everybody go over and check that channel out.
And as I mentioned earlier, any super chats, we will make sure to grab a link from your channel.
Put
and
it below.
We'll put it below so everybody can check out your channel and all your great content after the show. And we'll give you a shout out next Saturday's video.
Next Saturday's video, along with your...
next Saturday's the rental reveal. So
exactly.
We know
that'll be a good one.
Things, so.
Along with the links on that channel as well. But thank you so much. All super chats go to bettering our channel, and we buy equipment with that. So thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Charles with Delaney said, are Stacy and Chris still coming to the Small Creators Summit at the end of September?
Yes, they are.
Stacy said, try and stop me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking forward to having them there. I'm super excited. We get the treat of hanging out with them, twice in a very short period. Chris and I have a texting game that we're going back and forth. Doing movie quotes. We did 7 hours of movie quotes yesterday, texting back and forth.
Keeping score. I'm just grateful. Yeah. He used to try to play that game with me, but after 28 years of marriage, I know all the movies he quotes. So I'm glad he has someone else to play this game with.
Yeah, we're tied 6-6 right now.
It's close. Adventure Archaeology.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks for joining us.
He has a tip for everybody as well for YouTube channels. He's got a very successful YouTube channel, Adventure Archaeology. Check him out. He's really into bottle digging, metal detecting.
Any type of treasure hunting.
All sorts of stuff. He's fantastic. He said, I always use a memorable moment as a title to store my video clips.
There you go. There you go. Real quick, Jurgens is leaving. I just wanted to say goodbye. He said we have the gift of the gab, but he has to go take off. So thank you for joining us.
Happy Sunday. Diary of a Family said we are totally interested. And Carlos Renee said it's one of the best 1,000 trails. So I must have missed the one that they... Oh, I can't scroll back up without really getting lost. So Carlos Renee, if you can repeat the 1,000 trails that you recommended, I'll catch that one the next time around. And Abby and Billy are about to get in a fight. Hold on.
No, here, hold on. Abby, come. Good girl.
So Charles with Delaney said, yes, Stacy and Chris, are you still up for pup sitting on Friday of the Creator Summit? Well, you know what she can do? She can come over with the pups and they can all hang out in here.
There you go.
Because there's more room in here than the tab.
That's true. Or in her little guy Max, for that matter.
That's true.
Yeah.
We can all circle around and have a big old, what do they call those old things in the Old West? With
I don't remember. You put me on the spot. I can't do it.
Justin and Christina said they're going to host a few episodes of Workout Wednesday.
Awesome.
Just for you, Russ.
Awesome. Great.
I'm going to hold him to it. I'm going to film him doing some of those.
I don't know if anybody wants to see that now.
I'm going to film it. Whether it makes the final video.
Well, I will check it out because I have been looking for something to get a little bit of workout here, and that'll work. That'll be perfect for me.
Now, Stacy said RV Odd Couple, who will be at the Small Channel Summit in Shipshewana later this month, which travels with Delaney. We will be there. Mr. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy.
Randy's
Adventures. We're all going to be up there, and we're going to be giving a Small Channel YouTube tips and tricks and just talking about our experiences and what has worked for us in the past. So they're going to be there, and they did a thorough review of 1,000 Trails. Nice deal for full-timers, but it's usually quite a bit of money up front.
Okay. Yeah. And I've seen that you can buy memberships that are already existing or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it does look interesting, and we will probably look into it. Okay, pressing on.
What are we going to look into?
Boy, you already forgot what we were talking about. Oh, boy.
It's hot because we closed the windows because of the noise.
The noise, yeah.
And I haven't had my full dose of caffeine. I apologize. I really do. So I got up to where Jurgen said he has to leave.
Yep.
And then Living the RV Locals Life said, is Coleman Landing big enough for a big rig? Yes. We saw many big rigs there.
It's very big. You can have the biggest rigs possible up front, and that's kind of where Kerry and I did. I think when you get back inside, so when you first come into Coleman Landing, you've got these units that are right up front, and those are for huge rigs. And Kerry and I just took it because we were very new at trailering at the time, and I wasn't interested in going back into the trees and messing around with stuff. But back in the trees, there are some big rig friendly areas, but it's actually beautiful because you're camping with all that Spanish moss and stuff. But yeah, you can get a huge rig in there. And like I said, they've got bathrooms with showers and that sort of thing. There's no other facilities there other than trash and a dump. If you want to dump your tanks, though, it costs you $10 to dump your tank, whether you're staying there or not.
Yeah.
We did a review on Coleman Landing. So go ahead and check that out.
Am I going to have to put that link below too?
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to have to rewatch all this.
I know, right?
Because I'm going to mention another link. Donna asked about the Small Creator Summit.
Okay.
We're going to put a link to the Small Creator Summit below. That way
everybody will know what it is. Yeah.
Now, another interesting thing about it, I don't know if everybody will, but Patrick and Patty and Randy, who have organized all this with a lot of great work, thank you guys.
Yep.
They've talked about the ability for whoever is presenting that day can live stream or record their presentation and put it out there for other people who cannot
so there'll
make
be a
the summit.
lot of stuff available. And I know somebody did answer Donna. She asked where it was or when it was, and somebody answered her there.
So one of the things about that, this kind of came about because Patrick had said, I'd love to sit around a campfire with other small channels and just brainstorm and share the knowledge.
That was the intent, and then it just grew.
And then all of a sudden people said, well, I have a channel, or I just want to listen in and want to do this. So now it's more of a free-for-all that we're all going to talk, but then there's other people more than welcome to come and listen and just mingle. And then we have plenty of time available to go explore the local town. I've never been to that area.
No.
Amish country.
Yeah,
so
I'm really looking forward to it.
Shipshawana, do you know how to spell that yet?
No. Probably never will. It took me forever when we lived in Albuquerque. I think I finally learned how to spell Albuquerque after we moved away.
Yeah. Well, seeing as our daughter was born there, you had to learn how. So, 1,000 trails. Donna was saying some travel trails are transferable if you transfer, you spend a lot of money, but let's say you don't use it, that you can transfer it. But what she's read, it's hit or miss, so do your homework.
Gotcha.
RV Nomads 365 said we bought Elite Connections package at 1,000 Trails.
Oh, very good.
It was $600 down and under $300 per month. Now, if you're full timing and you really take advantage where you like to stay at some of these things, it is definitely worth it.
Yeah, of course. I can see that right now. I mean, that's cheaper than rent,
Well, and especially if you don't have the ability to really boondock comfortably.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. With the little guy Max, we could boondock for a very short period of time, but not incredibly comfortably. We can. I have no problem being 6 days out.
10 days, not a problem.
But if you don't, getting to those campgrounds is key.
Little guy Max was like 3 days, and it started to get uncomfortable tank-wise.
Diary of a Family said, we love sharing ideas and connecting. I think that's what this whole community thrives on, and it's about, because when the freedom of knowledge, because everybody's so creative and in their own way, and they have their own personalities. There's more than enough room in YouTube for everybody.
Oh yeah.
So
anybody who starts getting competitive in any arena, you don't realize the amount of people, even in a small niche like RVing. A lot of people think there's a lot of people in it because you see these people that have 150,000 subscribers, like Nomadic Fanatic, who's probably in the 180s now, or KYD.
But 200.
But that is such a small amount of people, really, compared to everybody who's watching YouTube. So I think that's the thing. That's why when more people realize that there's enough views to go around, that they don't get competitive. And that's kind of what Shipshawana is all about. It's about no matter how big or how small the channel is. We've got channels there that are under 1,000. We've got a channel there that's over 30,000. We've got some in the 2,000 to 10,000 range. But everybody's going to be sharing their information freely.
And I love just finding different channels, seeing different channels and personalities. And I really love, Stacy even pointed this out, when you see YouTubers meet other YouTubers and they get together and you have that, you see that big circle of friendship. It really is a small world.
It is.
So we love it. And Donna looks like she's got to take off, so she's
all right, Donna.
Out.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, sorry. My apologies. Jurgen's just saying bye to Donna because she said it. That was a little while ago.
Jumping ahead of the game there.
And Adventure Archaeology said, by the way, your RV is looking great. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, it's all Kerry.
Now, they just got a RV and they did a big travel? No?
No, they were traveling with family. They're looking
okay.
at getting an RV, though.
Well, we've got a little guy, Max.
Yeah.
That you could borrow every now and then, Brandon. I'm just saying.
I don't know about borrow, Brandon. You got to pay for that thing.
He's gonna charge you for it.
Brandon's a good friend of mine. I'm just messing with him.
So, my fingers... There, Stacy spelled Shipshawana.
Okay, yeah, saw that.
So Robert said, I guess before you bought the motorhome, you could get in and out of a few more smaller, older campgrounds and stop at a wider range of small attractions and restaurants en route.
100% correct.
100% correct.
Yep.
It's just, we can do different things in this that we couldn't do with that, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's where we talked about the right RV for you. It depends on the type of camping that you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you hit the nail on the head. That's kind of why we haven't been in a real hurry to get rid of the little guy Max. If there's an area that we just can't get to with this, then we have that option. But yeah, there are a lot of areas now that we have to think twice about before going into. Where the little guy Max, really, the rule of thumb was if the truck can get there, we can get there with the little guy Max.
Because the truck was wider than the trailer.
Yeah.
So we knew if the truck cleared through something, we were fine.
Yep.
And I kind of laugh now because I used to be so uber paranoid about bridges. You know, going through tunnels and under bridges with the little guy
With that huge
Max.
9'11", towering 9'11" mini Max, or a little guy Max.
And I look now, I'm like, boy, was I ridiculous with that thing.
Well, you know what? It's just,
Some
again...
people's trucks are taller than that. I mean, regular trucks.
It's just what you know and what you're comfortable with.
But it shows their growth, and I think I would have been really uncomfortable, really nervous jumping into something like this day one.
Yeah, well, you know, when I first started driving this from the little guy Max, I didn't like going over 55 miles an hour. It just felt like everything was huge. I didn't feel like I could center correctly, which I couldn't. But then I learned a couple little tricks about centering, and you start to feel comfortable. Now, to me, this feels normal. When we went to Kerry's dad's house, I was driving his Chevy, what is it? Malibu. And it felt like a little go-kart. I felt like I was so close to the ground, and I was really herky-jerky on the wheel because I was used to that big RV wheel, you know.
I had to make him stop, push him out, and I had to drive. Because I didn't want him to unlearn all the tricks he does for driving the Class A. But I'll tell you, because he's so used to centering his left foot in this, he was driving in the middle of the damn road.
Hey, this is PG-13 here.
With my dad's car.
This is user-friendly.
Got the gosh darn car.
There you go. Well, enough about me. What are you guys up to here?
Robert said, I guess the onboard generator is a feature that makes boondocking easier.
Oh, yes.
Much.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have the generator for the little guy Max that came in handy whenever we needed it. But there is something to be said. If you're boondocking in Walmart, I would have never felt comfortable going to my truck and turning on, pulling out the generator and doing that. You just don't do that.
Yeah, just
whereas
like
here with the motorhome, you can.
Yeah, just like yesterday, we stayed at a Cracker Barrel. Yeah, something like that. We stayed at a Cracker Barrel, and you know, you want to. We don't want to take and not give. So of course we went in and had dinner, but it was real nice because you could just turn the generator on, hit the AC, let the dog sit here in comfort. But the main reason why I would be worried about having a unit outside, generator outside, is that somebody would walk away with it. And those aren't cheap. Even the cheaper ones, the Harbor Freight Predator, which is a super nice unit, boy, I would have bought that had I known, you know, how good it was.
Well, it's Patrick's fault because he didn't put the video out after we bought ours. So thanks, Patrick.
But yeah, somebody will walk away with that, and at $900, $1,000, $2,000, that's something you don't want to worry about. With this one, you can't, you know. So yeah, it makes it real easy.
Yes, that's just a little button.
Yeah, push here, it starts up, and you walk away.
Although with the Energizer, we did have the remote.
We did too, yes.
Which, scary story, a little scary for me. I don't know for you. So when
oh, I know what you're talking about.
We were holding on to our Energizer generator for a little while when we went up to Montana because Russ was in the middle of working on his review video for it.
Yep.
And we had it tucked underneath the dining room table. He had done work on the video and he put it inside, but he had left the switch on, so the thing was off, but it was in standby mode. and my hand went into a drawer and hit the remote.
Yeah, and it started up inside the RV.
Underneath the dining room table.
The dinette, yeah.
The CO detector was right next to it, so then the generator's going, the CO2 detector's going off. Abby is freaking out, running back and forth, like, get me the heck out of here. And of course, I couldn't find the remote that my hand had casually hit because it was in the junk drawer. And so I'm digging through, trying to find everything.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But guys, that is a really good generator too. We did a video on that. It's the Energizer EZV 3200P. If you are in the market for one and you want one that will run your 13,000 BTU AC
and other things
that is a good unit for you. We have a code. We get a little bit of kickback from it, but we have a code.
But you get a free cover.
Yeah, they give you a free cover, which we didn't even get.
No. How?
I don't know. We messed up. We should have told them to send us a cover.
And here's the thing. So Russ mentioned we get a little kickback for that. But we bought that and had used it for months.
Way before.
They actually had reached out to us because they said that they saw that we were using it and everything. So it's a genuine purchase that we made, that we stand behind, and that we...
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we bought that, what, 6 months
before we even left Sticks and Bricks.
Yeah, 6 months before we even went on the road. But we researched left and right for a good unit, and that's what we came up with.
RV Nomads 365 said we downsized from a 40-foot travel trailer to a 27-foot. It's so much easier to travel now.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, you know what?
That's a huge difference.
Thinking about downsizing, it was very interesting when we were at the Escapees RV National get-together, the 59th one there in Tucson last year. There was a couple that had lived in their, I don't know how big it was, but they had lived in this RV for 20 years. 20 years full-time in this RV. And they bought a new RV at the show, and it was, I thought they were having a garage sale.
Because what they had to do is they pulled everything out. And then they were waiting to get delivery of their new one, because what they do is they prep it extra. I don't know what they do, but and then they had to reload everything.
Yeah.
So they were allowed to stay at the fairgrounds for like an extra day after everybody else left, and I felt so bad. Thankfully, it didn't rain.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Well, it's Tucson. There's not a lot of rain there.
That's true.
But yeah, that looked like a huge move. It just looked like moving out of a regular house. But you figure when you've been in a unit for 20 years. Just like a house, you accumulate a lot of stuff.
Well, we've already, I think, acquired more stuff than what we had.
Oh, with the little guy Max, for sure.
Little guy. So we would have a pile now. That's the scary thing. I don't want to get so much that it would be really crazy if we were to downsize in the future.
Yeah.
So Robert Stitch said, fifth wheel RVs are the tallest type of trailers. Check out, there's a few fail videos of some hitting objects on the road. That's terrifying.
They're nightmares.
Those are massive. And they always kind of scare me because you know how they have that angled roof? It always looks like they're really leaning back, but they're not. But yeah, they're big. I would be terrified going under any bridge. We would just plot routes that never went under anything, and it would take us 10 years to get somewhere.
I guess I'm not buying a fifth wheel ever then.
Nope. Nope. You'll be we could talk about the diesel pusher in the future, but the fifth wheel, I don't know.
I'm on board.
We'll see.
I've got it documented on video.
Living the RV look, Carlos Renee said, we're wondering how we will be in that little camper going to Alaska because we have the big rig and had room. This is going to be a big test. Yeah, if you're used to that bigger space, going to a smaller space, I agree. That would be quite an adjustment because some people, even just Sticks and Bricks to RV, is small.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because it's your mental, you know, and you're thinking if that's all you've got when you're hitting the road, if that's what you're in, your mind will adjust and you'll do it. It'll be a little bit more uncomfortable, meaning like you'll have to think about what you take with you, but I think you'll get used to it very quickly, just like you'll get unused to it very quickly as well.
365. No, RV Nomads 365 said they have the Predator 3500.
Yep.
They chain it in the back of their truck.
Yeah. No, it's a great unit and it's a great price. I would recommend that as well. I've seen Patrick's run and I love the unit. There are a lot of things for security. We saw people were putting them inside dog houses, and the doghouse isn't really going, you know, those little crates, the little plastic crates, that's not going to secure it, but it does hide it, and it does let somebody who's looking to steal these think, is that a dog? You know, do they have a dog?
Because they have to get close enough to figure out whether or not there's a dog in there or not.
Yeah.
And it still has enough air around it, so that way the fumes and everything.
Yeah, I think what they were doing is they were just cutting the bottom out of it and using it like setting it over the top of it.
That's even better.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier because I was trying to think how you get it in there.
Yeah, you'd struggle with that.
Well, they had the kind that we used to have for the dogs that they split in half with the screws. You could do that, but I think the bottom is just even easier.
Exactly.
Diary of a Family, they have a Predator 3500
yeah.
as well.
Wow, a lot of people have it.
No
Great
remote
unit.
start, though, and they got the little winky emoji.
That's what I do like about our Energizer. The thing with that is it has true electronic choke. A lot of the units that do have electronic start, you still have to go over there and press that choke.
Yeah.
But with ours, you don't. You can just press it. It has electronic choke. So it truly is when you're dealing with rain, and you can sit in your unit, push the button, and not have to go out and push the choke.
We did that a lot in New Mexico because it rained for a while, and it was cold and windy for a while.
Yes.
So RV Nomads 365, nice little tip here, said they keep theirs chained in the back of the truck, and they run the power cord to the Predator, so then they never have to move it.
We did something like that, too, with the Energizer.
Yeah, we just would open up the back bed of it and then roll it out. And I don't know, you had it chained, right?
Yeah.
I know we bought a big old heavy chain.
We bought the chain before we bought the unit, and that's the one bad thing about that unit. There's no real good place to chain that, so the only way to chain it is through the handle, and that's plastic, so if somebody really wanted it, all they had to do was cut the handle.
Yep. Donna Delahanty, R&K, do you carry an air compressor?
So yeah, we have one for the tires, if that's what you mean.
Tell them why we have one or what prompted you to do
that. So our very first trip out with the little guy Max.
Very first trip.
Yeah,
we went
in
to
Bottomless Lakes, New Mexico. We had an issue with one of our tires on the truck, not the little guy Max. And we had to drive all the way into town. I was like, oh my goodness, 17 miles into town. I hope we can make it. And ran into the camp host. They had one that was electric and saved the day. So as soon as we got back, got home on Amazon and ordered one. It's a fantastic one because it'll pump up not only a big, like a truck tire, but a big bus tire like what we have on here.
I will
and
make
bicycles.
Sure. I used to have it on our product page, but we have an Amazon shop now, and I'm in the process of uploading all the things to our Amazon shop. I will double check that after the show as well, make sure that's there. So check our Amazon shop out from time to time. Typically, anything that we buy or use, we put it in there. And for those of you that are a little curious about what we've done for our renovations, I have an RV renovation section there, and you can see some of the products that I used inside, including this wallpaper.
Yeah.
Just a little hint. So Robert Stitch said covered bridges that are very common in both Pennsylvania and in Canada. New Brunswick are usually the most height and weight restricted.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. So All Stays is one of the apps that I use. I know Patrick and Patty love that one as well. I can set it to let me know the bridge heights in the area. And there are so many. It's like I'm careful to roam or stray too far off the freeways around here because there are a lot of bridges around there.
And it's extremely different because in the West we would get off the freeway all the time. But here you kind of got to be careful, just like what Kerry was saying with the height difference on the covered bridges out this way.
Oh, your mom said to let you know that Tutu is talking to Terry Ingram.
Oh,
do you remember your wilderness buddy?
I do remember Terry, of course. Never forget him.
Susan said they chained their generator to the truck as well.
Yep.
They have a Predator as well.
Okay.
They have a 2-year warranty for minor charge, and they'll replace anything if it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's the Energizer was a 2-year as well.
Robert Stitch said when traveling in New Brunswick last year, I observed that most of them between the Bay of Fundy National Park and Hopewell Rocks were bypassed.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Bay of Fundy, boy, that's a beautiful
I know
area.
that's on your list. I know you want to go there.
I've been there when I was a kid.
You want to go swimming there, right?
I don't know about that. Well, if the tide is out, I don't know if you can find it. Because I remember when I was a kid, we came in when the tide was in, and they had boats right up against the road almost, you know, where these docks. And then the morning time when we were leaving, the tide was out, and you couldn't see the water, and the boats were like on dry land. It's crazy. I think they have the largest tidal difference in the world at the Bay of Fundy. But yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well,
I would love
the
to go
East
back
Coast
up there.
in general, it's like that. We used to go, I think it was called Rocky Neck or Rocky Point. Kim, if you're in the room still, she would probably remember too, where you could just walk out for like half a mile and only be knee deep in water.
Yeah, crazy.
At certain times a day. So, boy, think of all the metal detecting you could do there.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna get out and do some more metal detecting now that it's cooler.
Yeah,
or it's getting cooler.
Getting a little bit cooler out. So Donna said, for as far as the generator, she's looking at the 3-in-1 category. Yeah. Now, is ours a 3-in-1 or
no?
I know it's an inverter generator.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not up to speed on generators as much as I should be.
Our fridge is 3-in-1.
Yeah,
I know that.
I think she's talking the ones that run on propane as well.
Oh, yeah.
We almost bought a.
The dual fuel from Champion.
Champion. That was.
We had looked at that one.
No, it's smart.
And then Donna said, one last question. What jack do you use to change a tire on a tab?
So we had a...
scissor jack.
No, scissor jack is what we had in the car.
Oh.
But we had
I was trying lingo.
I can't remember the name of the jack, but it's just a slide under jack that has the little wheels on it. And
the pump?
Yeah, it's just, the hand type pump one.
Anybody know this?
Yeah, neither one of us know the name of it. But I didn't want to use a scissor jack. Had a friend that lost his life because of a canister jack. So didn't want to use that as well. So I just made sure to get the regular type jack that you roll underneath.
Donna said, yes, New England has lots of covered bridges, not just the state, all New England states. I know. I mean, I loved them as a kid growing up in New England. I grew up in Connecticut. And... but now, driving around in a Class A, it's very daunting. Just trying to navigate and worried about going down some roads. And I'll tell you what, Gatlinburg, those windy, twisty roads.
Oh, yeah.
Not so fun.
Yeah, we were worried about, one of the roads we were on, Kerry, is worried about a bridge or a covered bridge that was coming up. So we went a different route, and my goodness, it was horrific coming into there. It was just so windy, small two-lane roads. We made it, but you just had to drive a little bit more careful. We just went over our hour, guys, and we do not want to keep you too long.
But I do want to give a shout out. Our National Venture just popped in and said hello.
Oh, excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. But if anybody has any last-minute questions, comments like that, let us know, and we will answer those. Travels with Delaney just spoke up to Donna about the jack. Yeah, that's definitely the channel that you want to talk to. Yeah, and that's what I was...
They have the same rig that you have.
Yeah.
Well, close.
I'm not a fan of bottle jacks just because of what happened to our friend with one of those.
Yeah.
But as long as you're safe, be safe with those things.
Never get under it.
Yeah.
That's just my... PSA.
Sometimes you got to, but
no, you go pay to people that lift it up on a big rig or something.
All right, guys.
I have a last question. Y'all can leave it in comments below if Russ won't let me go on long. But when you are traveling on the road and you have a big motorhome, where do you go for oil changes?
Yeah, we're looking at trying to get an oil change here.
Up to this point, we had, like when we were in Montana, we had the mobile RV guy.
Yeah, don't want to pay for that. But if you...
I'm gun shy using mobile RV.
If you know of Walmart or something like that, any of the oil change places, quick lubes, anything like that, let us know in the comments below. Other than that, we'll let you guys go. Have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. And Donna, I got that song in my head already. All right. Bye, everyone.